The next important what we are going to learn today is difference between labor with pay and without pay. Before learning the differences, we need to understand what is meant by labor with pay and what is labor without pay. Labor without pay is nothing but if any of a work which is done by labor without payment, either it may be in cash or it may be in kind. It means that here the labor is going to work without earning any money or any monetary benefit. It may be in cash or it may be in kind. Here the word kind is nothing but material benefit. Here often labor is going to work actively without any monetary benefit or material benefit, where labor is going to work without any compensation in the work, labor without pay. The word compensation is nothing but agreement between owner and worker. You can see in the picture where labor has to work here in the labor without pay, without monetary benefit or without material benefit, where labor is going to work actively without any benefit in the terms of money or in the terms of materials. In payless work, that is labor without pay work, worker cannot be compensated for his work. What is the reason? Because this kind of the work is going to happen normally into the family. That is the work which is done by brothers, by sisters, by mother or by father. For the purpose of what? For the purpose of love, status or self-motivation or by force. Where this kind of the work is done into the family by all the family members or by mother, which is actually without pay. Where a mother is going to work into the family in the form of cooking, in the form of washing utensils and clothes, that is without pay. And one more example shall we learn, that is about the labor without pay. As students in the schools, they are going to actively participate in the other activities or in the other curricular activities in the form of scouts and guides or NCC as a part of their schooling activities, where this kind of the work is also being considered as labor without pay. You can see in the picture, students are engaging themselves into the schooling activities, where the work which is done by children or the students, it is labor without pay work. Even though remember, sometime during a particular work, the students are also paid for their particular work. But even though that is also an example of labor without pay. You can see the example of ITI and nursing, where children are working, where sometime for the children are paid. But even though that is also an example of labor without pay, because it is not a regular work where the students are paid regularly. One more example of the labor without pay is that of an artist who is engaging himself in painting, where this kind of a painting which is done by him is for his own satisfaction, where for his own relaxation, where he is not going to sell that painting. And this kind of a work which is done by an artist who is going to paint, it is also an example of labor without pay. Even though the family based work is most often found, that is work without pay category. In family setup, the burden of work is more on the part of women. The issue of women working in the family without any compensation is more discussed within the framework of the feminism. Since women are bound by work at the home, they are discouraged from finding work outside for the compensation. This has made women the unpaid workers into the family. Though the women participate in the various works of the family, her contribution goes unrecognized. And even though nowadays it is being said that the work of women in the family is declared as more important, by declaring so, the women are being restricted to family and family related works only. What does exactly it means? It means that The family based work which is done by women at the home is considered as the work of labor without pay. Most of the women in the family, they are going to take burden on their shoulders to carry out the family activities or to carry out the household activities, where women are not being compensated for their work into the family. And even though they are totally discouraged from finding the work outside for the compensation also, because they are being overburdened at the family work or at the household work. Because of this reason, the women are not being motivated to get work at the outdoor. Due to this, women are being termed as unpaid workers into the family, where women's contribution in the society is totally unrecognized. With the work of women, whatever is done, it is totally not being recognized at all in the society. And even though it is not being considered for the development of our society also. And presently, women are playing a very most important role into the family of taking care or cooking or washing utensils and clothes and many more activities also. But their work is restricted only to the family only, or to the family related works, where there are no any other opportunities which are provided for the women into our society. You can see in the picture, as a single individual woman is going to handle the lot of works of family, where she is totally overburdened with the family works. But even though her work is totally unrecognized, and even though she is not being paid at all, where the work which is done by a woman at the family is known as labor without pay work. And even children, now let us continue with the next important thing, that is labor with pay. Just now we have learned about the word labor without pay. Now let us continue with labor with pay. What exactly mean by labor with pay? Labor with pay is nothing but the work which gives compensation. With the compensation, I told you already, it is an agreement between owner and worker. And the compensation for a labor may be paid based on hours, days, months, weeks, on the basis of this. Where laborers in this labor with pay are going to get compensation. It may be in the terms of wages, or it may be in the form of salary. Wages are being paid regularly daily, or it may be weekly, but salary is paid on the basis of monthly. Where most of the skilled workers in our India are working to get compensation in the labor with pay. And the total pay that is given based on the total work is known as wages. Whatever may be the total payment which is given to a labor based on his total work, and that kind of a pay, whatever is given to a labor, is known as wages. Remember, laborers in our India are going to get the wages, but employees, they are going to get salary, which is the difference between labor and an employee, or the difference between wages and salary. But remember, in our India, the wages may be given based on the hours, days, weeks, or months as well. You can see in the picture, as labor are going to get cash or kind. Kind is nothing but material benefit, which already I told you. Here the labor is compensated, or here the labor is paid for his work, where he is being paid on the basis of hours, days, weeks, or months also. But remember, labor is a small business and roadside business. Work in factories, work in schools as assistant teachers, building work, vehicle repair garages, agriculture farm activities can be grouped under the labor with pay, that is in the form of wages. You're going to learn some of the important example about the labor with pay. Already I told you about the labor without pay, where a family based work which is done by love, by status, by self motivation, or by force into the family. That kind of a work which is done, it is known as labor without pay, which is an example of labor without pay. But here, the example of labor with pay is the work which is done by roadside business people, or the work which is done into the factories by laborers, or whatever work which is done by assistant teachers into the schools, or building construction work, or vehicle repair work, or agriculture activities work, whatever work which is done by them, it is known as labor with pay work, where they are being compensated for their work in the form of wages. Though the compensation is totally meager, but it becomes inevitable for the people to work in this kind of this complex social scenario. Remember, the compensation is totally small in this labor with pay, but for them it is very necessary to work and to get the compensation in presently this kind of the scenario. But in most of the cases, the workers would not get the expected wages also. Because of that reason, most of the laborers, they are being paid kind. Here the kind is nothing but material benefit. You can see in the picture where sometime when the laborers are going to get less amount of the wages, how much they are going to expect, less than that. By that time, even though sometime they are paid kind as well, where the kind is nothing but material benefit which is being paid to the laborers. Compensation is an agreement between the worker and owner, and sometimes the compensation can be in the form of materials also. Already I told you about the compensation. Compensation is nothing but it is an agreement between the owner and worker, which is going to carry for the 1 marks in your board examination. And remember, sometime the compensation may not be in the form of cash only. Sometimes compensation may also be in the form of materials also, which already I told you. And in traditional society, each person had a customary and hereditary profession. Hence, people were dependent on each other in a given social environment. Presently in this society, every person is going to have a hereditary profession from their ancestors, where they are going to work in a particular work itself because of their specialization, because they are going to be specialized in that kind of hereditary profession which is there from their ancestors only, where people in this society or in this environment are totally dependent upon each other for the work. One example let me give to you how people are dependent on each other in the social environment. For example, take an example, if a cotton is produced into the agriculture, where cotton is an agricultural product, but this cotton is used as a raw material by the cotton textile industry, where cotton textile industries are totally dependent upon the agriculture for the purpose of raw materials, where this kind of the work which is there, it is known as dependent work. As cotton textile industries, they are totally dependent upon the agriculture for the purpose of raw materials. And the money was in least circulation, but harmony and coexistence among various castes was desirable. Remember, in the ancient time, you have heard about one important business that is known as a barter system. What is exactly barter system? Barter system is nothing but exchange of the goods with the goods without the use of money, where goods were exchanged by the people with the goods without the use of money. When there was less or least money circulation, by that time there was totally harmony between the people, there was coexistence among the people, there was friendly relationship among the people between different caste, different kind of caste or color or gender or creed. So due to this, the work which was there, it was being accomplished completely. You can see here what is exactly barter system. In the village setup in the ancient time, the barter system, it was totally popular. It was more famous. One example let me give to you what is exactly barter system. Just imagine I have a pen and you have a pencil, and I am in need of a pencil and you are in need of a pen, and the exchanging of this pen with a pencil is known as barter system, where barter system is being exchanged without the use of money. But in most of the cases, the physical labor was compensated with the material and with the food grains. Presently, even though it is also happening, what is that? The work which is done by the labor is being compensated in the form of material or in the form of food grains also, where labors are not being paid in the form of cash or in the form of monetary benefit, but sometimes even though they are paid in the form of materials or in the form of food grains also. With the increase in usage of money, the practice of providing monetary compensation for the labor also grew. Now, when the development or usage of money has increased, the monetary compensation for the labor has also grew, or it has also increased. Most of the laborers, they are not demanding any of the material benefit, any of the food grains presently, but they are demanding the monetary compensation only.